1,000 Elb Sisters fans accuse TLC exploiting Tammy Slaton. 1,000 Elb Sisters star Tammy Slaton finally underwent excess skin removal surgery in the latest episode of Season 7. She worked hard to get approved for the surgery after facing some setbacks. The latest episode featured Tammy's surgeons sharing the step-by-step procedures that Tammy will take. However, many fans are accusing TLC of exploiting Tammy. Keep reading to see why. 1,000 Elb Sisters. Tammy Slaton shares her fears before surgery. Tammy previously opened up to her siblings about the things she feared before her excess skin removal surgery. According to the 1,000 Elb Sisters star, she fears the pain of the surgery and how she's going to look afterwards. Chris told her that Tammy won't be able to recognize herself anymore after the procedure, and it was a scary moment for Tammy. She admits getting so used to seeing her usual appearance, especially with all her excess skin hanging all over her body. But she's just going to wake up the next day all transformed. Fans accuse TLC of exploiting Tammy. Some 1,000 Elb Sisters fans on social media are calling out TLC following the latest episode of Season 7. According to the poster, they weren't expecting all the gore and disturbing scenes during Tammy's excess skin removal surgery. The OP added that it didn't seem right seeing almost everything, hoping that TLC would have given Tammy some privacy during a difficult procedure. But the network filmed everything, including the moment where Tammy gets all bloodied up after all the operations. Others agreed and blamed TLC for exploiting Tammy. 1,000 Elb Sisters. Chris Combs gets relief after Tammy Slaton's surgery. TLC also released a clip of Chris Combs expressing his relief after seeing Tammy Slaton wake up from the surgery. According to the 1,000 Elb Sisters star, seeing his sister open her eyes is enough to make him worry less, adding that it's all that matters. It's clear to see how much Chris loves his siblings. Others also couldn't help but laugh at how Chris calls Tammy a ** touch while expressing his concerns. Tammy Slaton has always been the storm and the calm at the center of 1,000 Elb Sisters. Since the series began, viewers have witnessed her battles against her body, her health, her emotions, and often the world. But in recent seasons, a new villain has emerged in the eyes of fans. It's not a castmate, not a doctor, not even Tammy's own inner saboteur. It's the very network airing her life, TLC. In Reddit threads, TikToks, and YouTube reaction videos, a growing chorus of fans now echo the same sentiment. Tammy Slaton is being exploited. What was once framed as a heartfelt, if sometimes messy, docu-series about transformation has evolved into what some see as a modern-day sideshow. And the price of admission: Tammy's vulnerability, grief, and dignity. She's more than a spectacle. One viral post read, captioned beneath a clip of Tammy wheezing through a mobility scooter chase, edited with circus music. She's a human being, and TLC forgot that a long time ago. Since the death of her husband, Caleb Willingham, Tammy's grief has become a focal point of the show. But the way it's been handled has left many fans unsettled. They literally had a camera in her face at the funeral, one viewer pointed out. Did they not think to give her even one private moment? Another commenter chimed in, grief isn't the core of the criticism. TLC, fans claim, has stopped documenting Tammy's life and started manufacturing it. Scenes feel less like reality and more like emotional bait, crafted for maximum shock or meme potential. Her struggles are often juxtaposed with upbeat music, awkward editing, or the insertion of comical sound effects that reduce serious moments to punchlines. But Tammy is not a punchline. Yes, she's had breakdowns. Yes, she's lashed out. Yes, she's made mistakes. But she's also lost hundreds of pounds. She's fought for her life, for her freedom, and for her future. What fans argue is that TLC has failed to evolve with her. They're stuck in Season 1 Tammy, a Twitter user said. They're still trying to sell the tantrum-throwing, soda-chugging girl, but she's not that anymore. In one particularly polarizing episode, producers asked Tammy to revisit the rehab center where she met Caleb. What could have been a quiet, reflective moment was instead presented with a swelling soundtrack, dramatic zooms, and an overly emotional voiceover. Viewers felt it crossed a line. We're watching a woman in mourning, and the show's treating it like a dramatic arc in a telenovela, a fan posted. That's not storytelling. That's exploitation. And then there's the matter of Tammy's privacy, or lack thereof. In a world where social media offers stars a chance to control their own narrative, TLC seems to tighten its grip. When Tammy attempted to post on her own terms, sharing unfiltered photos, venting about her grief, even addressing trolls, fans noticed those moments never made it to air. Why is her real self only visible on TikTok? One viewer asked. The Tammy we see online is funny, self-aware, and trying her best. TLC edits her like she's a cautionary tale. The contrast is stark. Online, Tammy is reclaiming her voice. But on television, she is still often reduced to a heavy breath and a side-eye. Meanwhile, Amy Slaton, Tammy's sister, appears to be receiving more empathetic editing. Fans have noted how Amy's struggles with divorce and single motherhood are presented with tenderness. Some believe TLC is intentionally keeping Tammy in a more volatile narrative box to preserve a character arc that no longer exists. Others think it boils down to audience expectation. TLC built this show on Tammy being the train wreck, one blogger wrote. They don't know how to pivot now that she's becoming the hero. The question then becomes, does TLC want Tammy to succeed? Or do they want her to remain the troubled sister forever? The one who provides conflict, tears, and viral moments. The one who can be pitied, but never quite redeemed. Some argue Tammy's continued participation is consent in itself. After all, she's still filming, still engaging, still in the reality TV world. But others point out that financial dependency and lack of opportunity can trap stars into roles they no longer want to play. In essence, Tammy may feel she has no other platform, no other avenue to tell her story, except the one shaped by producers and edited for views. Fans have begun organizing. Hashtags like #FreeTammy and #ProtectTammySlaton have emerged. Petitions are circulating, calling on TLC to either give Tammy a spin-off under her own creative control or stop filming her altogether. Let her heal, the petitions say. Let her live. Some fans have even suggested a new kind of show, one where Tammy mentors others in their health journeys, or a podcast where she gets to speak unfiltered. A cooking show, a grief series, anything but another season of tragedy as entertainment. For now, TLC has remained silent, but the backlash is growing. More and more viewers are tuning out, not because they've stopped caring, but because they care too much to keep watching. Tammy Slaton is a woman who survived when she wasn't supposed to. She buried her husband, found her feet again, and is learning how to live with both loss and hope. That's not just reality TV. That's real life. And maybe it's time reality TV caught up. Because when your pain becomes someone else's product, the weight you carry is heavier than a number on a scale. It's the weight of knowing your worst day is someone else's season finale. And Tammy Slaton deserves better than that.